Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. We're back with another duo review. This is rye on rye, and there's a meaning for that. And this is from Boulevard Brewing. We started getting their beers here a few months ago. Yeah, we couldn't get them before.
So this is a barrel-aged ale. I would assume it's barrel-aged in rye barrels. That's why it says rye on rye, and this is a rye-inspired beer.
Yeah, so it's a rye ale aged in rye barrels.
It's rocking at 12.2% alcohol per volume. Yep, aged in rye ale. Alright. There's not much on the labels about this. Boulevard, I had Boulevard before they were sold. Back in 2007. And they were one of the first craft breweries to sell it. I'm not for sure who's making it now.
They sold out to Duvel Mootgat, the people that make Duvel and Pierrot and all those Belgian beers.
Okay.
Isn't that the same company that bought Amagang, Duvel Mootgat? Amagang was one of the first sellouts too, weren't they?
I think so.
Now you can switch the bottom. I think there's some gunk down there. If I recall, there was.
There ain't no gunk.
Okay. You know what I'm thinking of? Never mind. I'm thinking of that. I'm thinking of that Hofbräu Hefeweiss beer. Let me see if they show the IBU on this. I think the IBU was not too high. It's got orange and yellow with black writing. I think the IBU on this is the same as the last beer, 33. I'm pretty sure they're both 33. Best enjoyed by March of 2024. And they use Templeton rye barrels.
I'm not really smelling rye. Are you?
Well, first let's look at the appearance. It looks like, what is that?
It's like a barley wine.
Yeah, like tan, kind of reddish tan, like rust color.
Rusty brown color.
Yeah, with a little bit of a cream colored head.
What does yours smell like? I'm not really getting.
I get a little bit of this weird funky ale, maybe like rye.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I smell it now.
And I get some whiskey barrel in the background.
Yeah, you gotta like really like get on top of this with your nose and smelling it. Usually the other beers you're just like, oh yeah, I can smell it.
And so maybe like golden raisins. You know those yellow raisins, golden
No, I
raisins?
did not.
Yeah, it smells okay.
Yeah, cheers.
The ratings, believe me, if you look on Rate Beer, oh wait, that didn't chime enough. That didn't chime enough. If you get on, I'm becoming more juvenile. If you go on Rate Beer,
I think that's an animal possible.
oh, that's really nice. That's really nice to slip that ugly comment in. If you get on Rate Beer, they give it like a 98 out of 100, 99 in the style. Beer Advocate's giving it like a 94, outstanding. Well, we're gonna see. So,
Yeah, we'll see.
it's been on the market over 10 years. I was looking at old videos, but
It's very rye-y.
yeah,
You
like that
definitely
peppery,
taste
spicy
the
rye. Peppery, spicy rye. Popular rye whiskey around here is Sazerac rye. Every week in the paper they got at least one store that's got it on discount.
$18.99.
$18.99. It was $17.99 for a long time.
$18.97.
That's about the lowest price rye you're going to get in Louisiana, Sazerac.
You'll never see it for $17.92 or $17.83. You just won't see it for that price.
Oh no, right? Well, yeah, naturally. But you might see Evan Williams 1783 or Barton 1792 whiskey. Ha 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 ha.
You know what? We are so fortunate. We can get. To me, Evan Williams is one of those sleeper whiskeys. it's just got like really woody taste to it. You know, like it's got the qualities that a lot of folks chase down in these expensive whiskeys. And the 1783, it's actually pretty good.
I've never had
I
it.
can get that locally in this area, in these parts, for $12.99.
I've never had it, but I bought the Green Label Evan Williams at a local store for $9.98. Right before the price went up. Now it's over 10, but it was $9.98 for 750 milliliters. The Green Label.
I got gas Monday for $2.89. Now it's $3.25.
Right.
But you know what? That price on the Evan Williams, throughout all of the price hikes of everything, and everything going up and up and up, and Uncle Joe helping us out, it's remained the same.
Yeah, it just barely changed. Okay. And that Evan Williams Green Label was $9.99 for like 10 years, and now it went up and it's $10.49. So in 10 years it went up 50 cents. Okay, back to this. We're getting caught up on another interest. The mouthfeel, look, the body is not heavy. This is a light, you would think 12.2 is going to be heavy. No, it's not heavy.
It's a sipper though.
Oh yeah, but these light beers, with their bodies so light and the ABV so high, it'll just be like, it'll hit you, you know.
This would be equivalent to like drinking a glass of wine with the alcohol content.
Chardonnay.
Now I was actually thinking about Savory Blanc.
Oh, like Pinot Grigio. Well, sweetness, low. Bitterness, really low. Do you really notice bitterness? I don't.
Honestly, it's not blowing my socks off.
Chalkiness, that's the problem I had with
The flavor profile
it's
to
kind
this
of, yeah, not the
is
greatest.
low. Everything is kind of, I mean, I get these things, they age for a while, and that's what happens, you know? Things age for a while, the profile, the flavor profiles get together, and I've said it in other videos, I like the way it happens, and sometimes I don't. I'm on the fence with this one. I'm not really.
It's got a little raisin, little date, a little rye twang to it. When I did the solo review, I was noticing chalkiness in the mouthfeel. I said chalkiness.
Yeah, that's the alcohol content.
And I say a lot of high gravity beers have chalky flavor,
Yeah.
chalky mouthfeel, especially the lagers, you know, those high gravity adjunct lagers. But this one has it. And I paid an A+ price for this. And I was irritated because when I did a solo review, I gave it an A- score. And I said, that's a failure to me. If I pay A+ prices, I want an A+ beer, not an A-. I can get A- beers all day long for a lot lower than $3.75 a bottle. But this is one of those where everybody's bragging on it, so you hate to give it a low score because then you're an idiot, you know.
You're a buffoon. You don't know anything. You should retire your channel. Go back to the malt liquors.
Well, yeah, it's that kind of thing, and
What you know?
I mean, it's okay. I mean, I bought it, I tried it. It's got a little caramel taste.
I'm kind of right there with you. It's okay. It's you can taste the rye. You know it's barrel aged. You can taste that. Meh. I'm kind of over the barrel aged thing. You know, that's just me personally.
Oh, I've been over it. Been over it.
Yeah, but you still like the stouts that are barrel aged.
I mean, yeah, they're well, I like some of them.
Man, I just don't know.
I'm going to go with 92. Same as I did in the solo. I'm not picking up as much chalkiness. It's excellent, I suppose you'd say, but at a lower level, so 92. But when I bought it, I was hoping for 98, you know.
I'm getting some grain huskiness, and I'm not really appreciating that in a beer of this quality, or it should be of this quality. With that said, I've got to give it a 90, and I'm pushing it a 90.
A minus, 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 minus.
Hey, at least you got an A. I almost
Minus.
gave you a B.
So you would not pay $14.99 for this 4-pack?
No, indeed not.
Let's just look at this in perspective. We want to put this in the right perspective, which might make people think we're more idiots than they already think. But I bought a 6-pack of beer at a local store in my town. Obviously, it's local. It's in my town. and that was pint cans, not 12 ounce. $5.49, and that beer is better than this. 8.5, it's not 12. It's a better flavor, better everything.
I can think of a lot of beers that are cheaper than this.
I'm talking about,
better.
you know what I'm talking about, you got one in your
Yeah.
fridge.
Yeah.
Schlitz Gold Bull.
I have one in my fridge. Not for these idiots, I did.
I just saw it in there, oh, that's right. Because when I told you they had it for $5.49, you said get me one. Don't you think that's a better beer than this? Even though it's got an adjunct, you know, corn products.
And it's got that same chalkiness this has.
Yeah, but it's $5.49 for a whole 6-pack, and this is $14.99.
Yeah, I found it for the same price. Different store. The other side of the river.
Oh, this?
Oh, no.
Oh, the Schlitz.
Schlitz. You know where I get my Colt 45 from.
Oh, on United States Highway 90. We're not going to name the store because we don't want people to raid it.
They also have excellent meat that tastes like the meat that people pay a buttload of money for.
We'll say it like they pay a whole lot of money for it. And secondly, I bought the Henry McKenna over there, and I think it was $8.99.
Yeah,
Full
their
size.
meat's
It
awesome.
went up to $9.99. Their meat is really that good, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so sorry for bringing up a lager in this, but it's beer overall. It's still all beer. And it's just a good counterpoint because you don't have to pay a fortune to get excellent beer. You think you do, but you don't.
No.
I wish some of the lower end companies, like what I just mentioned, would try doing like barrel age. I mean, you know, why not?
Yeah.
But like you said, we're over that. All right. Oh, man. So anyway, if you want to pay $14.99 just to try it, go ahead. I mean, let us know what you think. But I'm just not dying for it, you know. I got 2 bottles left.
So you paid $14.99 for that? You want me to show you what I paid $14.99?
Oh, you're about to kill it now.
You ready for this, kids? Oh, $14.99.
Last point. You know, honestly, yeah, I'm gonna be curious to try that one day. Honestly,
Coming to a taste bud near you.
talking about Sazerac, rye, we talking about rye products. That's $18.99 for a bottle of Sazerac, and it's so much more enjoyable than this. Like, you know, of course, you're only going to take little sips of Sazerac.
Right.
You know, it's just like true rye.
I just don't get the whole like. Yeah, we're gonna try and make our beer taste like whiskey.
Rye whiskey, yeah.
And then when you taste it, it's like, okay, but we're gonna charge you more than what you buy a bottle of whiskey for.
Yeah, but then you could just get the rye whiskey.
Yeah, and you could just drink whiskey. And if you want to drink a beer, just drink a beer. That's a novel concept, isn't it?
Yeah, don't say that because you're screwing up the whole narrative, you know.
Oh man.
Yeah, like we already showed that you could take a beer and put bourbon in it, and it tastes like barrel aged.
Oh yeah. what beer did we use? We used.
Oh well, we enhanced it. We did Canadian breakfast stout.
No, I think we did it with regular breakfast stout.
But you could do it with doggone natural ice, and it would have a bourbon flavor. I mean, really, you could be creative. You could be creative, people, and it doesn't cost you a lot to be creative.
Yeah.
Just takes a
In
little
some cases,
time and fun.
you know. I remember my father talking when I was growing up, and he always used to use these words in drinks with beer and shots. He's like, oh, yeah, they call it a Boilermaker.
Oh, right, I've seen that.
A Boilermaker.
I've seen somebody make live videos with that.
Well, there's a local establishment in the French Quarter of New Orleans that sells what they call flaming Dr. Pepper shots, where they take Bacardi rum, 101 or whatever it is,
151.
151, and then they flame it. They take a Bic lighter and so it's shooting a flame, and they'll give you a beer and you drop it down into the beer. You drink it, and it tastes like Dr. Pepper.
No thanks, folks. The novelties are starting to not be very novel for me. Well, anyway, we tried it. We're giving you our evaluation. So go to Kansas City, Missouri, and take the Boulevard Brewing brewery tour.
Yeah, it's worth trying. If you like it, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. If you don't, hey, there's nothing wrong with that either. I think the point we were trying to push is that price and what you get, it's two different things.